We're live. Welcome back to Pull the Pin. Dan talking to us about Rory a little bit. Here we are, Wells Fargo week. Last week, the Valspar. Somebody said Sam Burns was going to play well. Tommy, who was it?
If I was you, but I bet it, so I made the money.
That's my job. I didn't bet last week. I didn't take a week off.
Going to play well, Tommy. Who was it? If I was you,
Got some feedback.
but I bet it, so I made the money.
That's
This
my
happened
job.
the
I
last
didn't bet
time.
last week. I didn't take a week off.
Oh, I know why it's happening.
I bet it, so I made the money.
Ha!
Oh, sorry about that, guys. All right.
One of these days, we will make it through an opening without screwing it up.
Yeah.
It's not today. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Pull the Pin. We're going to roll the intro, and we'll get right into the Wells Fargo.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Check it out.
All right, welcome back to Pull the Pin, the store and the podcast. We are here to talk about the Wells Fargo Championship this week at Quail Hollow. We're talking about a course that's a par 71 and long as the day is. 7,600 yards it'll play at most likely. Could be over 7,600 yards depending on the setup.
That's ridiculous.
The finishing stretch is called the Green Mile. It's tough 16, 17, 18 that guys will have to contend with coming down the stretch. Last week we talked about it a little bit before the intro. Sam Burns. I loved him going into last week. Glad you made some money off of him. Upset that I didn't bet him last week. I didn't bet at all last week. I'll be back at it this week though.
Yeah, I think I put in 180. Pulled out a little over 400. So
That sounds like a quality week
it was
right
a good
there.
week. Yeah.
Obviously it's golf season. Tommy just played cricket club.
Just played Philly Cricket Club yesterday. Shout out to my FootJoy rep for getting me out there and also getting me this dope transfusion polo.
I'm digging the shirt. I'm straight out of work right now, rocking the Phillies shirt today.
Right.
I played last week, hurt my back a little bit, but signed up for the Lanco match play that starts coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll be doing that
also,
when we get out there.
yeah, also signed up to play in a member guest over at Conestoga with G Powers. So that'll be fun. We'll get out and get after it there. Handicap's looking good. Shot 72 at Iron Valley the other day. How you sitting?
I'm 1.0 right now.
1.0?
Yeah.
Nice.
I shot 70 at Honey Run in my league and won my league round by 5 shots.
Literally went from a 6 back down to what my handicap was before the season started, like what it was at the end of last season of 4.5 or something like that after the Iron Valley round.
Playing pretty decent golf right now.
It's been fun. All right, let's get into the Wells Fargo. We talked about it being at Quail Hollow. Max Homa won it in 2019. As everybody knows, we like ourselves some Max Homa on this podcast. 4 out of the top 5 in the world, JT, Rom, Bryson, and Xander are all there. 10 out of the top 15, rounding that out. You've got Reed, Simpson, Hovland, Cantley, Finau, Rory, and then a bunch of guys in the top 50. Definitely an A- field, maybe A even. I'm probably going to say an A even. The only one really missing out of that is Dustin Johnson taking the week off, who really just doesn't look like himself right now.
Doesn't look like he wants to play golf right now.
No, he doesn't. That's a great way to put it. He does not look like he wants to play golf right now. What are your thoughts going in here?
Well, I mean, my biggest thing is 7,600 yards, even for these guys, is a long way. So you got to look at some guys. I mean, you got to take anybody in the bottom half of driving distance and probably just take them out of play for this week. I mean, you got to love a Rory this week because he's long and a great long iron player. So those are going to be 2 things that are coming to factor.
That's why he gained so many strokes here. We talked about it before the show started.
I'm sure he's not picking him up on the greens. So.
No, that is a fact. I'm with you. Most of the guys that I have picked here are either extremely long off the tee or they're straight off the tee.
But you know what else? I say that yet. Another thing that's going to come into play, I mean, greens and reg are going to go down this week.
Yep.
So you also got to look at who's going to scramble and get it done. Who's going to fight out a bunch of pars. So.
We got a whole lot of stats that translate to bring your way after we go through some of our names. I certainly love a bunch of my picks this week. Same model as always, guys. Lots of bets, small financial input on each bet, hoping to hit a winner. You gather some top 5s and top 10s to pad it and keep you in the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
But the goal is
you got to hit the winner unless you're getting some crazy top 5 odds, but still.
The top 5s are what keep you even.
Yeah.
We're looking for a winner to make money.
Right.
And we've picked a lot of winners so far this year.
I believe 9 of the last 10. The only one we missed was unfortunately the Masters.
Yes, the only tournament we missed was the Masters. But hey, that's the way it goes. We got another major coming up. We'll nail that one. Let's get right into it. I have a couple of long shots written down. They're not long shots. People know who they are, but they are long shots as far as the odds go. Mm-hmm. My first one is Matt Wallace. His odds are awesome. Low win or low input, big win. He's been playing really good golf, and
he was in the Masters. He was in the tournament the week before.
Yep.
Looked shaky in contention, but
I don't like him necessarily to win. I like him as a top 5, top 10 guy this week. I'd probably put a buck or two on him to win just because of the odds. But I do that with a lot of guys. The next guy on my list is Charles Schwartzel.
Yeah.
Finished 9th in 2018 at Quail Hollow. Is playing great golf recently. He's plus 13,000 most places. Mm-hmm. So once again, low investment, high reward.
And you probably get a decent amount of money for a top 5 or top 10 too.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. I told you before the show, I like Carlos Ortiz to bounce back. He's missed 4 out of his last 5 cuts. I like this course for him. He's not bad off the tee. He does not fit into the stats to translate, so I'm kind of debunking my method there. But
yeah, but you like yourself some Carlos Ortiz.
I do.
I don't necessarily want to agree with it. I don't know. He's burned me a lot this year.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I'm just like not as high on him, so I'm just like I'm probably gonna skip that one this week. But yeah, that's just me.
Next one on my pseudo long shots, Brendan Steele. He comes up in the stats that translates frequently, I believe, or a couple times. He's had success at Quail Hollow. He's plus 12,500. Do it.
Why not? $1 to win 125.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who you got as a couple of long shots here, Tommy?
To win?
Just long shots in general. Win, top 5.
Well, I've said it a lot, and it was a joke for a long time, but Bronson Burgoon actually had a really good week last week, and not to win, but for a top 10.
Yep.
You could probably do 5 to win 100 or something. On the top 10, maybe even a little more than that. Taylor Gooch is a top 20 is a guy who
I like Taylor Gooch.
He's always got pretty good odds. So even if you put $1 at the top 20, you might make $50 just for him to crack the top 20. Troy Merritt's been playing really good golf. I always like Troy Merritt, and I don't generally take him in big events. Not when I say big, I mean well-attended events. Yeah. But I like him winner top 5, top 10. I mean, he's been playing really good golf this year. Why not?
It is a tournament where guys break through.
Yeah.
It's because of how long it is and how difficult it is. Some guys take themselves out of play.
Yeah. Another guy, Keith Mitchell. I continue. I mean,
we like Keith Mitchell.
I like Keith Mitchell. He's making some money. I like the idea of the continued year of Joakim Neiman.
Yeah, I got that written down. I said the year of Joaquin is back on and tied for 8th last week.
I thought he was going to be a nobody last week, and came out, got top 10, so proves me wrong.
He's just a solid player.
Schwartzel, I love, like you already said.
Yeah.
I ride Tringali from last week.
I've got him down. He looked strong last week. Look forward to carry over.
Zalatoris can play anywhere.
I love him. He will be in the mix. A great Masters and an engagement to a hot chick. He's good to go.
He's good to go. And throwing out as a top 5, top 10, Aaron Wise.
Aaron Wise, all right. A couple more names that I had written down. I love Brian Harmon right now. He's playing really well. He won this event in 2017, but it was not at Quail Hollow. So, I mean, different event. It was at Eagle Eye, I think. So different event because of the venue, but I still like the way he's playing golf right now. Victor Hovland, he's just climbing up the world rankings, playing really good golf. These two names. The first one, I'm going to put money on to win because of the odds.
Yeah.
Wyndham Clark. Plus 30,000 most places. Why not? He's 4th in driving distance, 19th in strokes gained around the green, 22nd in bogey avoidance over his last 24 rounds. Those numbers add up for me going into a place like Quail Hollow. Mm-hmm. So winner, top 10, top 5, couple bucks on each of them. You're going to make some money. You're going to get good odds on top 5 if he's plus 30,000 to win.
Yeah.
If
he just messes around and contends, you're going to make money. Yeah.
Exactly. That's how I'm kind of looking at it.
Mhm.
I also I picked this guy earlier this year when they were at, I think, Torrey, because he won there once. He won like the amateur there or something. But Doc Redman, this fucking guy, he just always pops up when I'm looking at stats, and there are a couple of like websites that I love that like have like horses for courses, and like they're like stats that are going to be important this week, and he tends to pop up a lot. And usually I'm just like, no, screw that. No. I got a feeling this week he was 18th in 2019, top 20, top 10 guy. I think he could pull that off. I think he could pull it out of his butt.
Why not?
We talked about Rory a little bit ago. One of the big things with Rory here is he is plus 2.76 strokes. He's gaining 2.76 strokes at Quail Hollow. You got to bet him. You have to when you're gaining that many strokes at a course. I like this as a week for him to come back and maybe make a little bit of a improvement to what his season's been doing. Yeah. We haven't talked about the returning champ yet, Max Homa. Max Homa's been playing really good golf. Yeah. He certainly has an opportunity to come in and contend this week.
Right.
And the Twitter comments will be phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Keegan Bradley closer every week.
Yeah.
He's gonna screw around and win one here coming up. I mean,
he's gonna back his way into one, even if it's he finishes the green mile first and then the winner just doubles in or something.
I think that's how he's gonna end up winning, because he's been out in front and he's backed out.
Yeah, he's gonna back into something at some point this week.
Another guy I kind of like this week, Joel Damon. He was second in 2019, so seems to play well at the course. Has a win this year. Why not? Why not throw some money on a guy who's probably plus 10 grand, plus 11, plus 12, something like that. I didn't look up the odds, but he's a guy to put some money on. How about you? Big names? Any big names? I mean, obviously, before I hand it over, any of those guys in the top 50 that are in this field, you put money on. I'm just not going to waste my time talking about them.
Yeah.
You know who they are. Finau's going to do well. He hits the ball long. He hits the ball straight.
Yeah.
Webb Simpson's going to play well here because Webb Simpson plays well everywhere.
Because he's so freaking good.
Right. So if you're watching this show for me to tell you to bet on Webb Simpson, then you're watching the wrong show.
Right. I mean, my guys I have for winners, Connors, because he's been playing great lately. Neiman.
Yep. I like Connors a lot.
Like I said, Merritt and Mitchell. I had Webb, but that's not surprising.
Right.
And Zalatoris. I mean, those are my guys this week. None of them. I don't think any of those guys are going to make you. I mean, Troy Merritt would make you a lot of money, and so would Keith Mitchell. But the rest of the guys are probably 5 to win at 180 or 200. Probably nothing crazy. Yeah.
So my stats that translate this week, I do not have a single guy that is on more than 2 of the lists.
Yeah. Not
a single guy. So right at the top, Russell Henley is a guy to look at this week. As far as the stats run, Russell Henley is a good pick. The bet is going to be decent. Russell Henley, he is 27th in driving accuracy, 6th in proximity to the hole, which is huge at this course, 19th in strokes gained tee to green, 7th in scrambling, 59th total, 59 in the total categories, which is the highest, which is average of where you are in all these categories. And he's just a guy to play this week. The next guy on that list would be Webb Simpson, who we just talked about. He's 5th in driving accuracy, 62nd in proximity to the hole. Strokes gained tee to green, 26th.
Well, that's probably only worth the winner.
Number 1 on scrambling and 94th on all categories. Corey Connors, your guy, he really just sits in the middle of the pack. He's perfect. He's right there, 9th in driving accuracy, 26th in proximity to the hole, 9th in strokes gained tee to green. Really drops down scrambling, though. He's not a good scrambler. 87th.
If he hits a bunch of greens, it's not going to matter.
That's exactly right. A name we didn't talk about who's really close in proximity to the hole. It's the only one he ranks in. Ranks in the top 10 in is Emilio Grillo. He's 4th proximity to the hole, so not a bad guy to throw some money on. If he gets hot off the tee, we know he's going to get close on the greens. Ryan Moore,
putt at all.
No, he cannot.
He can't putt.
Ryan Moore is 4th in driving accuracy. He's a guy to think about, but he's really low in just about everything else. We're going to drop down a little bit here. Who's my other double guy? that was all I had for doubles there. No, I had one more guy I wanted to talk about on here. Where is he? Oh, Bryce Garnett, 10th in scrambling, 8th in driving accuracy. Not a bad guy to think about. Hank LaBoida.
Hank LaBoida. You stumped me on this guy.
I honestly, it's completely stats to translate, but it's in the top, basically the top 10 and 2 of the stats to translate that I think are important this week. One is proximity to the hole, and the other is scrambling. So Hank LaBoida.
I don't even know what his odds would be.
Maybe a top 20 just for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
I mean,
throw $1 on him to win. Why
right?
not?
Right?
Right? Just in case.
Everybody
$1
introducing
or not.
Hank LaBoida.
Yo, if you pull that out your ass, I swear to God.
If Hank LaBoida is in the top 20 this week, what are you buying me?
Not if I will buy you a
beer.
6-pack of
Okay.
Perpetual if he's in the top 10.
All right, I'm good for that. Outside of that, though, it's a really scattered field. Guys, golfstats.com. If you are looking for a place to find stats to help you with your betting, golfstats.com. It is a membership. It does cost money, but if you're serious about betting golf, it's not a bad page to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should take some time here real quick. We want to thank the Painted Lines. We haven't talked about that yet. The Painted Lines, thank you for hosting us on your YouTube channel every week. Always at Pull the Pin and sometimes not at Pull the Pin.
Yeah, most of the time I pull the pin.
Baseball season's starting to wrap up. Once baseball season wraps up, look for a ton of content, guys. I'm a high school baseball coach, so I'm super busy. But once high school baseball season wraps up, we're super excited to get out and about with the sun and hit some golf balls on camera and have some fun. We'll get Dan back involved a little bit, show off Dan's swing, just like he did at Lebanon Country Club a couple weeks ago.
Funny. Highest round in 2 years, 79.
Oh my gosh.
We also want to thank our sponsor, XL Media, and BetRivers.
I love you.
Love you too, brother. And should we run the betting promo thing a while?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, where is it? It's down here. Longest commercial.
Hey, what's up, guys? MLB baseball is in full swing. The NBA and NHL playoffs are right around the corner, and the NFL season is mere moments away. While we here at the Painted Lines are devoted to bringing you top-notch content from all the major sports, we are excited to also now give you the opportunity to cash in on all that content and knowledge. If you follow the link below, you will have the opportunity to sign up with BetRivers, an online sportsbook, and get an instant new user deposit match of up to $250. That's free money that you can use and try to turn into more free money. Let's go. Don't sit there and waste all that money. Turn every basket into an otherwise meaningless Cavs-Timberwolves matchup in on a random Wednesday in March. That makes it all the more exciting. For betting tips and advice, be sure to check out written content from our top prognosticator, Money Max, on our website at thepaintedlines.com, or check out the Tough Cover podcast right here on the Painted Lines YouTube channel. You've seen the commercials all over TV and radio, but now is the time. Sign up today with BetRivers using the link below and start cashing in on your love for sports. Using the link below will automatically inform BetRivers that TPL sent you, and you'll get that new user deposit match of up to $250. Don't miss out on this opportunity for some free money, baby.
All right, well, there was our BetRivers promo. Get on with it, show it off. I'm looking, hold on, I want to look at something here. All right, so all of our betting stuff's in. I really like Russell Henley this week. I'm going to throw that Hank LaBoida out there one more time. Some other picks that we've run through. If you ever want to get some picks reviewed, hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want to go to talk to us. Feel free at PTP 2021 for Twitter.
Pull the Pin Lank on Instagram. Pull the Pin on Facebook. Yeah.
Wanted to talk local courses today a little bit before we close out the show. So
Okay.
I don't know how many people that watch us are in the Lancaster area, but I I've played on the weekends a good bit this year, and pace of play has been atrocious. So not playing a private club, playing public courses. I played at Crossgates. It took 5 hours and 15 minutes. I played at Four Seasons. It took 5 hours and 23 minutes. We played Fox Chase one week, and it took 5 hours and 15 minutes. Guys, if you're going to go golf on the weekends, pick your ball up. Like, keep pace. Yes. Don't be that group. I give, and this course is not a great course. They don't spend a ton on certain parts of the course, but I give Highlands of Donegal a ton of credit. They've turned their tee times from 8-minute tee times into 12 or 10. Forget what it is. Yeah. We played there this weekend behind a really slow group that if they wouldn't have been so slow, we would have played in 3 hours and 20 minutes. We ended in 4 hours. We just had to wait because of how slow they were, but we ended in 4 hours because they're making adjustments.
Right.
Guys, if you're going to play on the weekends at a public course, have some conscience about where you are.
You have a level of awareness.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you don't see a group in front of you, you need to pick up pace. Yeah. Like, it's not fair to the other people on the golf course that's happening.
Or let them play through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to that. If there's a whole line of people behind you, then it doesn't really matter. Yeah. But at the end of the day, your position on the course is behind the group in front of you, not in front of the group behind you. So
exactly, yeah.
You should be riding the guy who's in front of you as much as possible. Yep. Not getting ridden. So
right. It's just something to think about, to keep in the back of your mind as we get into heavy play season. Golf took off last year during the pandemic, which is awesome. There's so many new people out there playing. If you don't know what etiquette is, ask someone. Just comment in here. Send us messages. We'll let you know. Like, we're not going to be mean about it. Like, we certainly weren't mean to the people who were playing slow last weekend. And when we were playing the 5-hour round, we weren't hitting into people. Yeah. That's not what we're going to do. We'd rather educate the situation so you know when you're out there.
Yeah.
Where are you playing this week?
Nowhere. I played Honey Runs last Wednesday, shot 70. Played Shore Club in Cape May on Sunday. Greens were punched, but I won my match 7-6.
Nice.
And then I played yesterday Philly Cricket, and I'm here in store for the next 7 days. So
I'm starting my layoff here. As you guys know, I have a procedure on Friday. Been laid up with a bad back. Been laid up with a bad back this week. But pretty excited to get back after that. I kind of needed a break to begin with. So I'm excited to get through the weekend. They say after the procedure, weekend, and then maybe like 3 to 5 days until I can be doing normal stuff. So it turns into like an 8-9 day layoff. And then I'm going to get right back into it pretty heavy. We'll be right at the end of the regular season of baseball, and I'll be ready to go.
I think my next round is at Pilgrim's Oak next Wednesday, which is
I got to get down there. It's where the Lanco Better Ball is this year.
Is it?
The first round of the match play is at Crossgates.
Well, I guess I'm not making it out of the first round. Then never mind.
Maybe we'll get paired up. I'm already guessing that. Yes, Dan's gonna come caddy for me.
Oh, yeah.
I need maybe I could get out of the first round if Dan caddied for me there, but that's the worst course for me in America. So
I love the place. I know every corner and nook and cranny of it, and if I have the one guy who might know more of the nooks and cranny, which is hard to believe is possible on the back, I think I like my odds unless I'm playing somebody that's like a +5, which is possible.
Which could happen.
Yeah. All right, for Tommy, I'm Ty. Thank you for joining us. Coming to pull the pin for all of your golf needs. Yep. We will see you guys next week. Have a great afternoon and put those bets in. Yep. Put them in. Make the money. We are. Yep. All right. Peace.